Hello, this is Dickerson of the Dickerson Bluegrass Talk Show. I'm here in Richmond, Indiana at the Quality Inn and Suites. Brought to you by the Dickerson Productions. On my first Indiana trip, and I'm here with Nick Moles of Nick Moles Music. Good to have you.
Yep.
How you doing?
Glad to be here.
Glad to be here too. And tell me about how do you like being here at the hotel where me and my dad are staying at. I like being here. Just doing the interview.
Yeah, it's been great. The trip down and the room's great.
And I want to mention before I do any more questions, the sponsors, the Dickerson Productions, one of the finest media companies all around the world, bluegrass music. And Happy New Year's to everyone, by the way. Let's talk about your CD entitled Heaven. Let's talk about that for a little bit.
All right.
What's some of the songs you like about is on there? You wrote?
I really like the very first song. It's A Place Called Heaven. I actually had listened to another group singing a song, and I wanted to write a song kind of similar to that song. And it's real funny because I was taking my dog out, and all of a sudden the words to the song started coming to me. And I wrote the song in the garage, and right then I had to grab my guitar and start singing. And my wife was in bed in the house, and I started singing, and I was singing it in G, so I was singing really high. And she came out and said, what's going on out here? And I said, well, I just wrote a brand new song, and I'm just practicing it so I don't forget the tune to it. And she said, it sounds like you're killing somebody out here. So anyway, but yeah, the high end on that's just crazy when I do it in G, which I didn't do it in G on the CD, of course, but anyway.
Yeah. And speaking of the CD, you played all the instruments on here, including the guitar, lead guitar, mandolin, dobro, bass, and singing lead on this. Tell me about how you got started in the bluegrass.
Well, me and my dad, and my two brothers, we played a lot. Of course, I'm 9 years younger than my next brother up, so they were quite a bit older than me. But my dad and them two, they would sit in our living room and we would play for hours, and we would go to churches and play. And my dad had brother-in-laws and a bunch of them that came over and played, and they were some of the best. I mean, banjo players, whatever you name it, they had it. So anyway, so that's pretty much how I got started. And then of course singing in churches and wherever I can get a booking, I go. So.
And you got to produce this album as well and mix Malsey Bark Studio. Where's that at?
That's actually my own studio, and I did all the mixing there, and then I recorded at Studio B in Muncie, which it's actually a branch of the library called Connection Corner, but they have a studio inside there called Studio B, and that's where I recorded all of my tracks and vocals, and then I took it to my own place and mixed the Mossy Buck Studios, and that's how it became about.
And it's in memory of Clinton and Quazza Moles, Alfred Evans, and Earl Krause.
Yep.
And it's played on the nativefamilyradio.com, is that correct?
Yes, Native Family Radio. Yep.
And where they can find you at on social media?
Actually, I am getting ready to possibly in the next couple of days, well, it'll be next Tuesday, I'm actually going to be putting all of my songs onto platforms like Spotify and so on. And my Shabba Top Artist International promotions, she's really going to be pushing it and get me on several radio stations. Not only that, but I'll be on TV stations playing, and I'm going to be actually doing movies and all that.
Yeah, stay tuned for that.
So.
And your CD's also played on the Native Family Radio, right?
Yes, Native Family Radio, and one of their sister stations as well. I can't remember the name of it right off the top of my head, but one of their sister stations plays me as well. So hopefully I will get on several different stations. That's actually Native Family Radio. That's actually how the Cindy, Nina, from the Shabbat Top Artist International promotions. That's how she found me, and she was wanting to do some promotions for me. So it's been awesome.
Out of the many instruments I mentioned, what was your first instrument you played?
Actually, my dad got me just this old junky mandolin that, of course, they played, top-notch stuff. But for me being just little, he got me an old mandolin, and I never will forget it. And but it was really cool because it had these little wormholes, like there was 8 in it, like on the body. And anyway, it was really cool. But I learned how to do like the chuck. And some of the first songs he taught me was like Boil Them Cabbage Down.
Oh, yeah.
So it's something real easy.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Yep. Yeah. Thank you so much, Nick.
Yep.
And Nick Moles, check him out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And also check out his Facebook page, Nick Moles Music.
Yes, I'll accept anybody's friend request. So.
Yep. And thank you so much, Nick. And I'm Evan Dickerson of the Evan Dickerson Bluegrass, brought to you by the Evan Dickerson Production. One of the finest music companies on World Bluegrass. Folks, take care. See you guys at the Connersville, VFWC, and KF Doherty and Zion 8th here tonight. And then I'll be back in Ohio tomorrow. Take care, everyone.